Hello everybody, I was requested to make a friendship bracelet how-to video. First I'm going to showcase here all, I believe this is 11, of the ones that I have made for myself as a way to keep my hands busy but not have to put too much thought into it, just kind of something creative and yet relaxing and fun and just kind of a fun pastime of mine that I've been doing, but I really want to bring back friendship bracelets. I feel like they were a really underrated and scoffed at thing of the 90s, and each one of these here on my arm has taken me about an hour and a half to complete, so like I feel like the work that goes into these is, I don't know, just underappreciated is the word that I feel best fits. But I just kind of wanted to go over my collection real quick. These are, starting at the top here, the first one I made down to the most recent one that I made for myself. I have made a couple of others for people. I'll see if I can attach photos of those if I still have them. I hope I do. But alright, this first one up here, this black and blue one, is for CL Phantom Hive from Crustagy, also known as Black Butler. Looking back at this design, if I were to remake his, I would have added silver into it. So lately I've been saying that that is more of a Ravenclaw one, even though you would kind of need silver in that one as well, but I go with it. This second one we have here is for Neapolitan ice cream, a suggestion by my fiance. This third one we have here is for Cheshire Cat, of course. And then these next four are for the elements: water, earth, fire, and air, in the order of the Avatar: The Last Airbender opening. I like to wear these when I want to channel specific elements. This purple one here, next to this air one, it's purple, blue, and pink. I'm not really sure I remember what that one was for, other than I thought it was a neat color combo. Can't really remember what I was going for there, but I like it anyway. This rainbow one here is for Pride, obviously. And then these last two here are for Miraculous, Ladybug, and Cat Noir. The red and black and blue being for Ladybug, obviously, and Cat Noir being the black, green, and yellow. The black and red in Ladybug's is for her suit, and then the dark blue is for her hair, and the light blue is for her eyes, and then Cat Noir, the black is for his suit, the green is for his eyes, and the yellow is for his hair. So, now that we've gone through that, the way that I make these, I really don't know how I'm going to do this without a tripod, but we will find a way. Hang on just a second. Let me get my string out that I set aside. That is now a terrible jumbled mess. I'm not really sure how that happened. Alright, so I've got some string here. Let's see if maybe I can set you guys over here. I really need to get a phone tripod. Okay, I think this can work. So basically what you do is you think of your design. I usually work 12 strands wide. For most of like these designs are 12 strands wide. These rainbow ones that I do are a bit wider, simply to accommodate the design. But you can do whatever you want. Basically what I end up doing, this string is a nightmare. I'm not sure what gremlins got into this, but they are on the naughty list. Alright, you get your string straightened out in the pattern that you would like. I'm missing my green. Here it is. So basically for this, I think I would go, this is like a lavender, this is like a soft pink, this is a blue, this is a yellow, and I have a green. So I think I would do like blue, green, and then maybe the pink, or the purple, sorry. I'm running dangerously low on spoons, please bear with me here. I'll probably do like the blue, the green, the purple, the pink, and then like this off-whitish yellow color. Don't worry too much about getting your design the way you want it when you do this part, because you'll straighten it out in a minute, but just kind of get your threads in line and oops, come back here. You want to get your thread all together. Now I usually leave a 6-inch tail before I tie it, but one of my strings is kind of short here, so I'm just gonna overhand knot this by looping it over my thumb and then making a hole, pushing the tails through, and then tying it at a knot. I hope this is all on camera. I can't actually see the screen at the moment, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. Alright, so you want to do this on a clipboard. I find that the most easiest because you can put a fair amount of tension on that without it budging. And then from here, this is where you get your design straightened out. You get your threads, your strands, whatever you'd like to call them, back in their color order as best you can, with making sure that this lays as neatly as you can if you do not want to retie this knot later. Don't worry about it so much if you don't mind retying that knot later, but then basically just lay your strands out, and you start from the left. You take the very left strand, cross it over into a 4. This is how I started. And then you pick up your straight piece here. You put with your thumb, go like this, and then reach through with your index finger and pull your string through so it makes a little twist. And then when you start this off, you want to bring this up to the top but not all the way, and then pull it tight, and then just repeat that. This is a double half hitch, Mom? Yes, double half hitch. And you just put the second half hitch right on top of the first one, and then you're done with that string and you move to the next. And you just repeat this process of making a 4. It doesn't have to be an exact 4. When you've done as many of them as I have, you kind of do just this weird circle shape after a while. And you just pull these knots straight up to the top, move to the next. If you don't like this hand movement, doing it yourself, find something that's comfortable for you. I started out actually like laying it down meticulously on the board and moving it through and making sure nothing tangled. After doing as many of these as I have, I just have kind of picked up a groove with it. Be careful on your first couple of rows to not pull them so tight that you're scooting them up the thread. You just want to keep your top knots where they're sitting. If you do move them, you can move them back. Don't fret too much. If you screw up and pull it up too tight while you're only a couple of rows in, you can fix it. And then you just... Wow, this goes much faster when you only have this many threads. I'm used to doing 12 across, 12 or 14 across. Alright, I'm gonna go a little slower here. So you make that 4, you bring this bit up, push this bit under, and then I loop up like that, and then just snug it up. This I find goes the fastest for me. Like I said, you can put this piece down flat that you're wrapping around, make a 4. This is how I used to do it way back in the day. Loop it under like that, and then pull up. But as you can see, doing it this way takes me a hell of a lot longer. It's like braiding. Everyone finds their own hand positions that work best for them. Sorry about that. My camera stopped recording for a second. Alright, so what I was saying was what I find to keep the project from taking on this weird curl and keeping it more flat is either you can make sure that not the thread you were last working with, not your last working thread, but the last thread that you have here that is part of the ones you're wrapping around, is you can make sure that you're pulling this straight and making sure that this is that your knotted lines are keeping a diagonal, and then you can like adjust by like pushing on them and sliding them around a little and making sure they're staying right where you want them. And then what I usually do is move the project up so that the clamp of the clipboard is holding closer to where I'm working on the project so that it doesn't curl so much. I am running out of storage space on my phone though, so I'm just going to blast through a couple of rows real quick so we can get an idea as to what this is going to look like. But yeah, 2019, I'd like to bring the friendship bracelet back. As I said, I feel like they were kind of an underappreciated art that died out in the early 2000s, and either that or people would just like go to Claire's and pick out like cheaply made like costume jewelry friendship bracelets, whereas I feel like the experience of like sitting down with somebody and picking out colors and like different designs and whatnot was so much more meaningful, and like sitting and like having a conversation and making them together. And obviously with my digital friends I can't quite do that so much unless we video called, I guess. But like message me, comment on this video, something. I want to make friendship bracelets and trade them. And I'd like to revive this tradition of trading friendship bracelets with people. So like, if you want to make one, let me know and we can talk designs. I can better show you if you need more help, XYZ. I don't know, this is something I really want to bring back. I'm going to do this last piece here. I hope I'm still recording. Looks like I am, as best as I can tell. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, if I can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 6 rows. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. And this one's pretty narrow, but that is about what you get. Please focus, thank you. That's about what you get doing this pattern. Obviously this one's going to come out much narrower than any of the other things I've done. I think I'm going to finish this off and have it be a keychain. Alright, thanks so much, and happy bracelet making. Bye!